This is a short story from my collection called I Want to Show You More, and the title of this story is Imperfections. I want you to meet my wife, he said. We need to tether this, whatever this is, to the space-time continuum. I saw their dog first, a yellow lab mint-stepping from the hatchback, each paw shaking on the upstep, old. His wife emerged from the driver's side and kicked off her flip-flops. He doesn't do well on long drives, she said, smiling. But when I reached out to shake her hand, she was already turning back to the car, gathering trash. I scratched the dog's head while he peed on the curb. The man looked at me. I was going to sign your copy, he said. So I invited him and his wife to come up to the now empty hotel room, where one of his lithographs was packed in my bag. His wife said, I'd better stay with Hank. And then I said the important thing, the thing I hope he remembers. Oh, then I'll just go grab it. No, he said, I'll come up with you. And barely out of her sight, the man put his arm around my waist, whispered, You're perfect, took my hand and pulled me upstairs where my luggage sat just inside the door. And what I want to say here is that he threw me onto the mattress. But the truth is, I sat stiffly on its edge while he signed the print, then handed it to me. All the things I can't say, he'd written. And then he was not cupping, not cradling, but palming my cheeks, hands flat, like he was about to pray. I closed my eyes. After 17 years of marriage, I thought, someone else is going to... But he kissed my forehead. A long press, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, until I said, too loud, go be with your wife, because it was the only thing to say, and his lips were that close. And somewhere a voice said, Joseph and Potiphar's wife, flee. The kiss made my right eye burn. After he left, I flushed it with cold water, but the burning grew unbearable, so that during the 2-hour shuttle ride to the airport, I had to keep both eyes closed. Like you put a seal on my forehead, I wrote to him later, and hot wax dripped down into my eye. I kept rubbing it, kept pressing my face hard into the backseat window, my headphones on, listening to the playlist he'd made for me the night before, while we sat on his bed with our laptops open, and saw pictures of his wife, their trip to Prague, Hank jumping off a diving board. Pictures of my husband's birthday, the boys spray painting the number 40 on the garage door, the girls giving him the 40 Reasons We Love You poster they'd made. What we were saying, without saying it, here's why this can't happen. What we would keep saying during the following months of just one last breath before we hang up. Let me hear you say my name, your name, any name. Won't you please send me a picture of your foot, breast, ear, some part of you, so long as it's you. And when I said, well, but there are freckles, plus this funky trilobite mole just above my navel, he said, another thing I hope he remembers, but it's your imperfections I want to fuck.